This is the Roulette Master, and I'm so excited today because one of my subscribers, Terry, says he has created an unbelievable new roulette system that wins every single time, and I can't wait to share it with you. And this is called Mahomes Magic. He's a huge Patrick Mahomes fan, and I'll share with you why it's called Mahomes Magic once we get to it. But first, we're going to put this in a head-to-head matchup with an incredible system. We're going to use Kentucky White's 9 Streets, and I can't wait to see which one of these incredible roulette systems makes the most money in 15 minutes. So we'll start with that first, and then we'll get to Mahomes Magic, and here we go. So we're going to go ahead and start with $5 on 3 streets. So let's go ahead and pick any 3 random streets that we want. We can put them wherever we want, and let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. All right, that's a 15 black to start. What a great start. $45 win. We're up $45. Let's pick 3 different streets and spin. All right, here we go. This is a fantastic system and one that does really well. And that's a 26 black. And look at that, another win. So we're already up $90 after 2. Let's go ahead and put these ones separated a little bit here. Let's go 1 high, 1 low, 1 in the middle, and spin. Okay, that's a 3 red. What a fantastic start. Okay, we're up 135 bucks. Let's figure on this one going high. Let's go on those last 3 streets there and see what happens. Ooh, a 00. That wouldn't have hit on any street except for the 000. So we're up $120. And with this one, when you lose, you just add 3 more. So let's add 3 more. And let's just put them back out there. You don't have to increase the bet or anything. You just add 3 more streets and spin. That's a $30 total bet. And here we go. Okay, that's a 34 red. Fantastic. And now we're up $150. So let's pick 3 streets and spin again. We're going to keep moving them around. And again, this is Kentucky White's 9 streets. And that's a 4 black. Okay, we missed it. Let's go ahead and add 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Now we have a $30 bet out there. And here we go. Okay, that's a 15 black. That should be a win. All right, up $30, up 100 or 160. I'm sorry, up $165. That was a $30 win. Let's go ahead and put them right here and spin. We're just going to keep moving them around, and let's see what we get on this one. That's a 29 black. That's the way to do it. Now we're up $210. Okay, let's go ahead and place the 3 streets right here and spin. And then there'll be new rules once we get to the 9 streets. We started out really well, and that's a 24 black. Okay, we lost that one. So let's go ahead and let's add 3 more and then spin. And if you win at on the first or the second attempt, you always reset after 1 win. That's a 12 red. Just like that. So we reset. If we lose again, we'll go to 9 streets, and then we'll need 2 wins. So we're up $225. And let's go ahead and place 3 streets out there and spin. And doing incredible with this one so far. Can't wait to see how much both these systems make. And the 0, that's the second 0 we've got. And we're going to add 3 more streets in. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we have a $30 bet out there. Again, if we win this one, we reset. If we lose, we go to 9 streets. That's a 27 red. And we got it. So we're up $240 already. And let's see. Let's put them right there and spin. We're going to keep moving them around. And let's see what we get here. Okay, that's a 5 red. And that is a loss. So we're going to go ahead now. And we're going to add 3 more in. Let's go ahead and go 1, 2, and 3 and spin. All right, here we go. That's an 11 black. All right, fantastic. Another $30 win. We're up $255. And let's go with these 3 right here and spin. All right, let's see what we get. That's a 6 black. That's definitely a loss. So we will go ahead now and we'll add 3 more in. 1, 2, and 3. And if we lose this, we'll go to 9 streets, and then we'll need 2 wins instead of 1. But if we get the win here, we just reset. That's a 28 black. And we got the win. So we're up $270. And let's go with those three right there. And we're just going to keep moving them around. And that's a 32 red. That's a loss. Okay, so we'll add three more in. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, and 3, and spin. And if we lose this, we'll go to 9 streets, and then we'll need 2 wins at that point. That's a 15 black. But we got the win. So that's a $30 win. We're up $285. Now let's go with those 3 right there and spin. Here we go. That's an 18 red. That is a loss. So let's go ahead and add 3 more. Let's see, 1, 2, and 3, and spin. Let's see what we get here. That is a 10 black, and that's a loss. So we're going to go to 9 streets. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll go, well, let's go ahead and skip that one. Let's do these first 3. There, now we have 9, $45 total bet. Now we need 2 wins instead of 1. Okay, that's a 29 black. There's 1 win, and we're up $255. We're going to try to get a second win with 9 streets, and here we go. That's a 13 black, and we got it. That's a $15 win. We're up $270, and we will add 3 more streets again and spin. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's an 11 black. And we missed it. So let's go ahead and we'll add 1, 2, and 3 and spin. Here we go. 11 black. How about that? Back to back. That's a $30 win. We're up $285. And let's go with these high numbers here and spin. See if we can get a really high number. That's a low number, so we'll go ahead and add our next 3. And again, we're up $270 now. Let's add 1, 2, and 3 and try to get a high number here. And here we go. That's a 9 red. That's not a high number either. So we're going to go ahead now, and we're going to add 3 more streets. Now we're going to 9. $45 total bet. And let's hope that we don't get really low numbers time and time again, and that's a 30 red. That's what we needed. Okay, we're up $255. We need a second win now. So let's get a second win right here, and let's see what we get. That's a 32 red. We got our second win. Okay, we're up $270, and let's go ahead. We'll add 1, 2, and 3 streets and spin. And here we go. Okay, that's a 21 red. We did not get it, so let's go ahead and add 3 more and spin. Again, if you win at 3 or 6, you reset immediately. That's a 13 black. And we didn't get it, so let's add 3 more. Let's go ahead and go 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I'm sorry. We need to double up. I didn't double up. That's a 10 black. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and double the bet now, and let's go ahead and spin. Actually, since we lost that one, we would have had to have doubled twice, so now we're going to do that. We would have had to double and then double again. That's a 17 black. Okay, that's a $60 win. We're back up $240, and then we need a second win. So let's see if we can get that and spin. That's a 17 black. There's our second win, and we're up $300 now. So let's go ahead and pick 1, 2, and 3 and spin. But yeah, make sure that when you get to the 9 streets that you double when you lose, and that's a 5 red. Okay, we lost that one. Let's go ahead and add 1, 2, not there, 1, 2, and 3 and spin. And let's see if we can get back to hitting on 6 streets again. That's an 18 red. Fantastic. Okay, we're up $315. And let's pick these 3 right here and spin. And let's see what we get. That's a 19 red. Fantastic. That's a $45 win. We're up 360. Let's pick these three on the end right here and see if we can get a high number. Last time I did that, we got a bunch of low numbers in a row. That's a 14 red, and we lost, so we're going to go to 6. Okay, let's go ahead and go to 6 now. 1, 2, and 3 more. That's 6 $5 bets, $30 total, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 35 black. And since we won with 6, we restart immediately, and we're up 375. Let's go ahead and let's add these. Oops, not like that. Let's add 3 right here and spin. All right, here we go. That's a 17 black. Ooh, and that one that I just took it off of ended up winning. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and put 3 more out there and spin. See if we can get a repeat here would be good. That's a 30 red. And we missed it. So we're going to go to 9. 1, 2, and 3 and double. Now we need 2 wins instead of 1, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 32 red. We should get a win there. Okay, so let's go ahead and rebet that and try to get a second win. You only need 1 win if you win with 3 or 6, but when you get to 9, you need 2, and that's a 1 red. Okay, we lost, so we're going to double that up, and then let's see if we can get a win here. All right, here we go. That is a 24 black. Okay, that's a win. We're up 330. Let's get a second one here at 180 total bet. And here we go. That's a 29 black. Fantastic. We're up 390. Let's pick 3 more. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. And here we go. I have a bad feeling it might go high here. Let's see what we get. Or 0. I just had a bad feeling about that spin for some reason. I guess it was I was sensing the 0. Let's go to 6 and spin. And here we go. That's a 13 black. That should be a win. Okay, we're up $405, doing incredible. Let's go with see if that high number comes now. All right, here we go. And that's an 8 black, so we'll add 3 more. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll be on 25, 22, and 19. And let's spin. Okay, here we go. That's a 30 red. Awesome. So we're up $420 now. And we'll go with those 3 right there and spin. See if it goes low again or if it goes high. That's a 14 red. We got it. That's a fantastic win with 3 streets. We're at 465. And let's see. 1, 2, and 3. And spin. I can't wait to see where this one finishes up. And then when we get to Mahomes Magic, I think you're going to absolutely love this one. So this is going to be an awesome day, I think. And I can't wait to see how much we make with both these systems today. And here we go. Let's see what we get here with 6. That's a loss on 35 black. Okay, let's go ahead and add 3 more in. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're at 9, so we double and spin. Now we need 2 wins instead of 1. It looked like the 0 was going to hit, so I didn't say anything. That was close. That's a $30 win. We're at $450. And let's rebet and spin. See if we can get our second win with 9 streets. Oh my goodness, another 0. Okay, we're going to have to double up again. We're going to go from 90 to 180 and spin. And if you get up a ton and you want to take a small loss when you get 1 win, you can. But we're going to have to double up here again because we just lost again. Now we're at 360 total bet. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. You can also play this with a $400 bankroll in dollar units. Okay, there's a $120 win. We're up 300. And let's go ahead and spin again. And try to get a second win here. That's a 9 red. And we got it. So we're at $420. We'll pick 3 streets again. And spin. And we're We're coming down the stretch here with Kentucky White's 9 streets. That's a 23 red. We didn't get it, so let's go ahead and add 3 more in. I'm feeling high numbers. Let's add them in up there and see what we get. That's a 36 red. That was a good call. All right, and the 15 minutes is up. So we made $435 profit with Kentucky White's 9 streets. Let me know down in the comments if you like this system or if you would like to modify it. As always, let me know. And thank you, Kentucky White, as always, for sharing these systems. And now it is time for the incredible new system of the day, Mahomes Magic. Let's jump right in and get started. All right, the time is finally here for the Mahomes Magic Roulette system. And we have 9 different sections. We have the 3, 6, 9, 12, the 2, 5, 8, 11, and you can see the other 7 of them out there. We're going to use those with this system. And what we're going to do first is we're going to mark the last 4 that hit. So we have this one right here, and then we have the 23, and then we have the 9, and then we have the 19. So now we're going to put $3 in all the rest of them. So 1, 2, and 3. And you can put them wherever you want as long as they're not in those sections. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2. Let's do that again. 1, 2, and 3. And then remove those marker bets. So we'll take those out. And you can, if you can do it without marking them, and that's awesome. But there's our $15 bet. This is Mahomes Magic. 15 is his number. And I think this is going to do awesome. I can't wait to get started with this. And that's a 12 red. Okay, we lost. We're going to go from $1 to $2 on all those bets. And let's go ahead and spin. All right, and we're not doubling with this one. You can hit the double button on the first spin, though. And that's a $42 win. We're up 27 bucks. So we're going to mark the last 4 again. We have the 29, the 12, the 36, and then the 23. And then again, we're going to put $3 on all the ones that are not in all the other sections. So let's go ahead and do that. And here we go. And then we should have 15 numbers once we take the marker bets out. Okay, and there's our 15 numbers. Let's go ahead and spin. And again, this is not a doubling strategy, but you can hit a double after the first loss. That's a 14 red. Okay, that is a $15 loss there. And we're going to go ahead and go from $1 to $2 and spin. And here we go. Okay, that's a 31 black. And that's a nice $42 win. We're at 54 bucks. So let's mark the next 4. We've got the 31, the 14, the 29, and then the 12. Okay, and then we're going to put $3 in all the rest of them. So let's do that. And here we go. Actually, I should have marked those with the 5. My mistake. So let's do that again. 31, 14, 29, and 12. Because you don't want to make a mistake. And let's add 3 out there now. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Here we go. Here we go. You can put them wherever you want in those sections that are not in the last 4. So let's take the last 4 out now. And then we'll have our $15 bet. One more. And that's a $15 bet. Let's go ahead and spin. And here we go again with Mahomes Magic. Starting out great. I think this one will do fantastic. And that's a 19 red. $21 win. We're up 75 bucks. We're going to mark the last 4. So we have 19, 31, 14, and 29. Okay, let's go ahead and put $3 in all the rest. Oops, let me fix that. We'll do those 3. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll take those 4 marker bets out, and we should have our $15 bet, which again is Patrick Mahomes' number. And let's spin. And we'll get to this progression here in a second. We're just doing really well right out of the gate, and that's a 3 red. Fantastic. That's a $21 win. We're up $96 already. Let's mark the last 4 again. Okay, we're going to mark the 3, the 19, and then the 31, and then the 14. Okay, so all the rest of them we'll put $3 in. Again, if you can do this without marking them, more power to you. It just helps you make sure that you don't make a mistake. So we'll take those last 4 out and then spin. There's our $15 in bets. And here we go. That's a 24 black. Another $21 win. We're up $117. Once we have more losses, we'll get to the entire progression. And but let's go ahead and mark the last 4 again. Okay. Here we go. And then we're going to put $3 in all the other sections of the 9 different sections. And here we go. Okay, let's take those 4 marker bets out. And spin. There's our $15 bet. And here we go. Okay, that's a 26 black. And again, we won. So we're up $138 already. Let's mark the last 4. Okay, we have the 26, the 24, the 3, and then the 19. Okay, we'll mark $3 worth of bets and all the rest out of those 9 sections. And then we'll remove our marker bets. Okay. Oh, I'm missing one. See, we had the 26, the 24, the 3, and the 19. Oh, we have to add them in this one right here. Okay, we missed one. So let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. Okay, that's a 20 black. Fantastic. It's a good thing we didn't miss that one. And we're up $159. Let's mark those last 4 again. We have the 20, the 26, the 24, and the 23. Okay, and if you have one that has 2, this is the first time we've had that happen. You go one more space. So we're going to go to the 19. Okay, there we go. And we'll add $3 to the rest. Okay, just like that. Let's take our marker bets out now. And then after you take those out, you should have $15 bets out there. And let's spin. Again, that's Mahomes' number. This is Mahomes Magic. And doing incredible so far. We haven't even got to the progression yet. We just keep winning. So the betting style is awesome. We're up $180 so far. And we'll be marking the 5, the 20, the 26, and the 24. We'll place the $3 in all the other sections, except for the ones that we just marked. There's 9 of those sections. And then we're going to remove those 4 marker bets. Okay, there's our $15 bet, and let's spin. All right, so far so good with Mahomes Magic, and that's a 2 black. And we lost. So again, the only time you can hit the double is the first loss. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But we're not doubling with this strategy. And that's a 15 black. Okay, we lost again. So now we're just going to go up $1 on each. So let's go ahead and do that. So they're just going to go from $2 to $3. Just like that. And now we're at a $45 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 30 red. That's a $63 win. We're already up $198. So let's mark the last 4. And let's see, we'll be on the 30, the 15, the 2, and the 5. Okay, let's put our $3. Oh, we have to do one more because there's 2 in this one section here. So we have to go to the 20 also. So let's mark the 20. And then we'll put $3 on all the rest. Not there. Let's go ahead and fix that. 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and remove those 4 marker bets. Actually 5 in that instance. And let's go ahead and spin. We have our 15 numbers. And we're off and running again. That's a 12 red. $21 win. We're up $219. Let's mark the last four. We'll be on the 12, the 30, the 15, and the 2. And let's go ahead and fill in $3 on all the rest. And we're almost there. One more. And let's go ahead and let me make sure I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's go ahead and take those marker bets out now. There's our 15 numbers. And let's spin. All right. Doing fantastic with this one so far. And that is a 9 red. And we lost that one. Let's go ahead and go up $1 on each of those. So $1 to $2 and spin. If we lose this, we'll go up another $1. That's a 25 red. Okay, we lost again. Let's add $1 to each of those. So here we go. Now we're going through that progression, and let's go ahead. And now we're at $45 a total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. Okay, that's a 17 black. And that's a nice $63 win. We're up $237. And I'll go through the rest of the progression here in a minute. Let's see, 17, 25. We might get through it. It's better if we go through it as we play, but if we don't go through it, we'll definitely cover it. There's 2 in the same section again, so we're going to have to go to 30. And actually, I used dollar bets again to mark, so we can't do that. So we're going to do 17, 25, 9, 12, and 30. And that's because we had 2 in the same section. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There we go. Now let's go ahead and remove those. Okay, there's our $15 bet, and let's spin. All right, here we go. Okay, we lost again. So you can see now we're going to go from 1 to 2, so we can hit the double button. Let's go ahead and do that and spin. So far the progression has gone 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's another loss. We're going to go to $3 on each. And if we win this one, I will cover where the progression goes from here. Okay, we're at a $45 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. That's a 27 red. And we lost again. Now we're going to go to 5 on each. So we're going to add 2 to each of these bets. Okay, now we're at a $75 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. And that's a 20 black. And we lost again. So now we're going to go to $8 on each. So we're going to add $3 to each of these. And this is a modified Fibonacci sequence. Okay. Okay, now we're at a 120 total bet. Now we've had a bunch of losses. We got a pretty good chance of hitting this one. Let's see what we get. That's a 16 red. Okay, that's a $168 win. We're up 240 and we restart. So let's go over this modified Fibonacci sequence. But first, let's go ahead and mark the 16, and then the 20, and then the 27, and then the 6. Okay, let's add $1 or $3 to each of those other spaces or sections. And remember, if you have 2 in the same one, you have to go one more number down. Okay, so let's take those 4 marker bets out. Oh, and I messed up one of those bets up there. Let me go ahead and move that one. Okay, now let's remove those marker bets. There's our 15 numbers, and let's spin. So this is a modified Fibonacci sequence. Usually when you play Fibonacci, you repeat the first bet twice. We're not going to do that here. That's a $21 win. We're up $261. So we're going to be so basically we do not we don't repeat the bet twice with this system. Let's mark these. We're going to be on 10, 16, 20, and 27. Okay, except for that, we are still adding up the two previous bets for our next bet, but we're going 1, 2, 3, 5 instead of 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. And here we go. And let's remove those marker bets. Okay. We're up $261. Let's go ahead and spin. And if you do have any small setbacks, you just go ahead and take them, because this system will continue to bring you back up. And there's a nice one there of $21. We're up $282. So let's see. It's definitely safer than playing Fibonacci with 12 numbers, playing with 15. And I really like this bet selection. So we're going to be on 32, 10, 16, and 20. Okay, and again, if there's two in the same section, you just go down one more number in the history board. So here we go. And 1, 2, and not there. 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll take our marker bets off. Oh, we have one more to take off there. Okay, there's our 15 numbers. Let's go ahead and spin. And actually, we're right at the 15-minute mark. This will be our last spin. That's a 23 red. Okay, so after 15 minutes, we made $267 profit with Mahomes Magic Roulette system. Thank you for sending this one in. This was fantastic and did really well. I really like how it's much safer playing Fibonacci with 15 numbers instead of 12. And I really like the bet selection. But let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments as usual. And I hope you're really enjoying this search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. I know I really enjoy it. But if you are enjoying it, please like, share, and subscribe. And let's keep growing this community of people that really love roulette. This is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.